Hello, collective. Thank you so much for coming to this reading. This is a highly emotional, sensitive, even triggering, or how do I say it? Might be a painful reading, but I want to commend you on your bravery, and you are meant to be here to hear this at this time. So you are on a path of truth and enlightenment. That's what I can say, because only those people care about fixing any traumatic events so they can rise above it and become better people. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your bravery, and I appreciate your energy. Let's go ahead and get messages from divine spirit guides, spirit team, archangels. We want to check into traumatic events from your past lives that is still affecting you now. This is connected to things that something that you were into, something that you did, or something that you were, whatever role you played. That trauma is connected to it that you've brought into this life, and it's like it's there, right? It's in the energetic field, and maybe you don't know that you're carrying this soul for so long, and I'm trying to attempt to help you to expose that so you can work on it, right? Rather than it being there and it being the reason for certain pain and you don't understand, right? And you think you're healing something else, but the root cause is something else, right? And so we're digging to the past. So let's go. What traumatic events started from the past, from your past life? What is it connected to? What is your trauma even now that you're experiencing? What is it? When did it start? How is it connected to you, to your past life? Look at that. Underneath the deck, we have Atlantis. So I'm inclined to say that those of you that found this reading and are bold enough, you may have lived during this era. And you may have been a monk or a nun. So this is connected to your spiritual work and things that are connected to this. Okay, I want to go ahead and get more information about this trauma that is connected to this. Okay, and we can move on. Let's see. What is this trauma? How did it play out? What is this trauma? How did it play out? How does it play out now? What is it connected to now? With the lovers underneath the deck, with the falling tower, King of Wands, Three of Wands. I think that you are naturally a very honest, devoted, friendly person. But the trauma that comes with you choosing this path of chastity, monk or a nun, means that underneath the deck, relationship is out of the picture for you. So every time it's like you're in a relationship, it falls apart. Because I think you made a vow in your past life to be of service, to not get married, to not be involved. And so your trauma is connected to relationships falling apart all this time. Even though you are friendly, nice, all the stuff, and and all of that, something for, when it comes to relationship, things just don't work out because of this bond, this decision you made in some part of your life. All right, love life is not working out. It just goes through so much chaos. It falls apart. Even though you're optimistic, even though you work hard on it, it just falls apart. So one of the message that I'm getting here is connected to that, because of the vow that you took in your past life. But I'm also seeing that you always constantly, because of this spiritual path of being a monk and a nun and all that, you also suffer from having to protect yourself. You always think that somebody's out to get you too, because you can see it, right? You can foresee it. Sometimes you can dream it, you can think it, you can actually just sense it, that somebody is trying to harm you. And so you're always in a defensive mode, trying to fight your battles. You may own your own business, you may be doing things that inspire you, and you're always optimistic, great business acumen, like I said, and all that, and awaiting positive things to happen to you, because this is another message. But somehow you always have to fight to protect the same thing. It's like you are on this path of, I got to protect my job, I have to protect my business, and then your relationships also fall apart. So you have trauma connected to this, one or the other here, and it's all because you decided to be a monk or a nun. That is to devote your life to be of service to your spiritual path, and that affecting your love life and your business life or your work life or the things that you aspire to. No matter how positive you are, how aspirational you are, or whatever, or good intentions you have, this energy or this decision you made has been part of your problem. Okay, let's go ahead. So sometimes you keep getting bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, and you're sitting there like, what is wrong with me? I'm just not getting the right person. Well, dear, the truth is, maybe you made a decision to not be with anybody else, and that interferes, and that vow is so still there. So you know what you need to do if you don't want to do that anymore. Or maybe you can understand why you have no tolerance for relationships. This is playing out differently for all of you. I'm going to see what you need to do, okay, to release this trauma. Release carelessness, like, I don't care kind of attitude. Release low self-esteem, because it's not about your esteem. Release your fears surrounding relationships. Release the stress. Release all issues that are connected to your sexuality. Release the emotional trauma that has happened to you based on what? This vow that you've taken that you don't even remember, most of you. Or some of you may remember that you took this vow. Okay? So the trauma is connected to that. It's connected to your vow to be... Lord. This is interesting. This is very, very interesting. What? What do the collective need to do to heal this trauma connected to their vow that some may remember or may not, that causes this chaos, this downfall? Follow the golden rule. Practice moderation. Don't relinquish your power, and lead by example. This is the path of healing for you. Alright, Spirit. Give me more healing messages, please. What will help with this trauma? Messages that will help them heal this situation. This trauma. What is the healing message here? Okay. Talk to your higher self in the mirror. Talking to yourself will help you start your healing process. Count your blessings literally one by one. Write it down. Dancing will help you to release some of this trauma. Bury it to the Mother Earth. Write your problem and bury it into the Mother Earth. It will help you to start your healing from this trauma that you have. I'm also going to get an angelic message here that is supposed to help you heal. This trauma connected to your path. Okay, so the angels are saying that underneath the deck you need to go within. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart. Through meditation or prayer, there's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself, okay? And the card itself that they have for you is that heaven is opening up new ways of abundance. Unexpected gifts are on its way to you. Accept it with gratitude and humility, knowing that you have a chance to return the generosity by giving to others in the future. Consider volunteering for a charitable organization. So this is all healing messages for you to help you to come out of the pain, all right? To come out of the trauma. What healing messages do you have for the collective connected to this trauma here? The more you give back, the more you heal, right? Making sure of what you're repeating to yourself mentally and constantly doing things that raises your vibration, all right? What else can I give you here to help with your healing process? Since you're always feeling like you're on a defensive and you have to protect your assets and stuff, let's look at what's the perfect way of you, what way you can, how you can protect yourself. What ways can they protect themselves, their business, whatever it is that they do. So they're not constantly on the edge. What's the best way for them? Prayer protection. All you need to do is continuously pray. Some of you can use deities protection. So some deities that you feel connected to, you can use them and ask them for protection. But ideally, prayers is a great way for you to also gain protection. Okay. Since some of you have that energy of like, okay, I need to protect myself, I need to do this, I need to do that, Let me see if there's anything else. Let me see, is there any, let me see if there's some gemstones that can help you heal here. And help you to release the trauma. Rose quartz, this will heal your heart, definitely. Tiger's eye will also bring you a strength and power and focus on your energy. But the rose quartz definitely makes sense because this is connected to your, this trauma has translated to your romantic relationships falling apart and your business not doing well sometimes. And it's like, even though as much as you stay optimistic, you know, you're always on the defense. You're always trying to protect your assets, and you know, feeling like somebody's going to attack you and take what you've worked so hard for. So yeah, definitely the rose quartz will calm your energy down. Let me see if there is, have I pulled some of this card? Let's see if there's anything else, you know, in the eating area that will help you. What can they eat to help with the healing process? Spirit. These cards are flipped wrong. What can they eat to help with the healing process? So cilantro will help you so you're not confused. Broccoli will help with your growth. You see how that is still green, like the heart chakra. And grace, pears. So you have great, you know, you have grace. You're a very powerful person, and you always need to remember that, right? You need to tap into that angelic energy. To me, that's how I feel that energy is. It's angelic, it's pure, it's divine energy in you. And so because for you, what I want to say is, if you chose this path and you don't even remember, you know, to be a monk, then it's all about devotion to your spiritual growth and spiritual life, you know. And sometimes this means that, you know, not sometimes, monks and nuns don't get married, they don't get intimate sexually. So there is issue with that, okay? And people also who devote themselves to this naturally have a different type of grace that they have with them, which is of divine essence, right? So I'm feeling like it's a deep situation that has caused certain traumas for you, probably because you just didn't remember, or you don't know that that's what's really going on. So like I said, I admire your strength, and I'm glad you came, and I hope that you feel better, or you have more understanding or clarity after this reading. Okay, thank you for being here, and I will talk to you soon, my dears. Thank you, and bye.